Hey guys, what's up? It is Michael from Lean Body Lifestyle, and today I'm going to show you guys a nice, sweet, healthy treat that you guys can eat, and it's going to take a little bit of time to prepare just because the bananas that we're going to use, we're going to freeze them. And basically what we're going to do is kind of chop up a banana into two halves and put popsicle sticks on it, and then we're going to make a chocolate sauce and dip the frozen bananas in the chocolate sauce, freeze them again, and it's gonna kind of be like a hand-dipped frozen banana covered in chocolate. But of course, we're gonna do a healthy twist. We're gonna use protein powder, some cocoa powder, and then we're gonna sprinkle some peanuts on the end. So it's gonna taste really good. So basically, obviously, like I just said, we're gonna take one banana and cut it in half. And now if you don't have popsicle sticks like this, you could use like a toothpick or something, or you really don't even need one. I'm just gonna kind of do it just for show and kind of split that right down the middle, and then do that for the other half as well. And really the only reason for doing that is just to give it a handle, something to eat, because they are going to be frozen and they are going to be kind of cold. So now what we're going to do is freeze these probably for about an hour or so. So I will see you guys when these are frozen. Okay, so while those are freezing, I figured I would show you guys how to make the chocolate sauce that we're eventually going to dip them into. And with this, what you're going to do is start out with about probably 2 scoops of chocolate protein powder. And then this is some unsweetened, all-natural baking cocoa. There's absolutely 0 sugar in it. So I'm gonna take about probably 1 spoonful of that, about this much, put it in the bowl. And now we have the protein powder and the cocoa in this bowl right here, and we need to mix it together with milk or water you could use. Today I'm gonna use skim milk, and the secret with this, there's actually not a set amount that I use for this. I'll take a really small cup just like this and the milk, and I'll dump just a tiny bit into it, because you don't want to pour too much into it, because then it will turn into a liquid and it will be actually really hard to get onto the frozen bananas, and it'll just run off and make a mess. So as you guys can see here, I barely took any milk. You don't need a lot. I'm gonna dump that in the bowl, and I'll probably end up needing to add more, but start with a little. And now I'm gonna stir it up, and you guys will notice that it will start to kind of come together and make a thick consistency, and that's what you want. So with this little bit that I put in, I'm probably gonna stir it up. I may need to add more, but I guess we'll see in a couple minutes. Alright, so you guys can see it's not exactly sticking together, so I'm gonna have to add a little bit more to it. And like I said, you don't want to add too much. That's the key thing. So it's just a little bit at a time. Alright, so this is looking better. I don't know if you guys can see it because of the black bowl, but I mean, that is going to be nice to put on top of the chocolate bananas. That's the perfect consistency. I don't know the size of this cup. I only use just a really small amount. A little milk goes a long way. So now that the chocolate is all formed together, I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator and wait for the bananas to finish freezing. And this is just gonna be an additional touch. If you wanted to use a little bit of peanut butter instead of peanuts, actually when we put the chocolate on, we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of crunched up peanuts. But like I said, if you wanted to, you could use peanut butter instead, but today I'm just gonna take some peanuts, and peanuts actually aren't bad for you. They're full of healthy fats, as long as you get the kind that are unsalted, because that's just unnecessary sodium that you don't really need. So what I'm gonna do, I don't really wanna get my blender out or anything, because that's kind of a big mess to clean up for something this small. So I'm just gonna take a fork. I have a plate here, and I'm just gonna kind of press down on the peanuts, and they will break up, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll put these to the side and wait for everything to be done. So I just finished breaking these up, and you guys can see it's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever been to an ice cream bar where they have a bunch of toppings out. This is kind of exactly like the peanuts that they use on an ice cream bar. So this is just going to be a nice touch, give it a little bit of crunchiness. So I will see you guys probably in about 45 minutes when the bananas are done. Okay, so here we are back, and as you guys can see here, I have the bananas here, and I went ahead and put a piece of wax paper underneath them, just so they'll be easy to, you know, carry around and stuff. And what we're gonna do now is take the chocolate sauce that we made that actually looks really good, that you could probably just eat like that. I actually am tempted to eat this just how it is, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do this, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You're just gonna probably use half of it on one banana and half of it on the other, and kind of cover them in the chocolate sauce. Alright, so I just finished covering these in the chocolate, as you guys can see. And I know they may not look like the prettiest things you've ever seen, but they're gonna taste absolutely delicious. So now what we're gonna do is, while the chocolate's still setting on here, we're gonna take the peanuts that we crushed up and sprinkle those on top. And again, this is just a completely optional step. I just think it's gonna make it taste a little bit better. And don't really worry about it if you get like the peanuts or anything else on the plate, because they're on wax paper and it's gonna just be really easy just to pick them off. So here, as you guys can see, we have the chocolate covered frozen bananas, and now what we're gonna do is stick these back into the freezer for probably about an hour and a half, and let them completely harden, and then we'll have a finished product. Alright, so our bananas here are completely frozen. They're almost going to be like a popsicle, and I'll show you guys what they kind of look like. Just like this, frozen, kind of like something you'd get at a store or something, except this is the high protein, healthy version. And as you guys can see, you can just keep them on the plate. Definitely keep them in the freezer because you don't want them to melt again. So they're kind of like frozen banana popsicles, I guess is what you call them. But this is a great one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please rate the video, and if you wouldn't mind coming by my Facebook and Twitter, those links will be down below. But I hope you have a good day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.